Chapter 47 Demonic Silver Hand vs. Shifting Smoke Steps. Demonic silver hands. These three words rang out slowly from Dr. Mo's mouth as if they had drifted over from a faraway place. They possessed unfathomable demonic energy, causing Han Li to involuntarily freeze, halting his steps. Just as Dr. Mo's voice faded, a surge of immense killing intent seemed to explosively gush forth from Dr. Mo's body. The intensity of this killing intent was comparable to that of howling winds and torrential rains, increasingly getting stronger from all four directions, covering the entire residence. As Han Li strode forward, he clashed directly with the sudden surge of killing intent, and was involuntarily forced back a few steps before he could stable his body, standing upright. The expression on Han Li's face underwent a huge transformation as his heart rapidly sank. He knew that Dr. Mo had finally stopped underestimating him and thus decided to use an ultimate technique to deal with Han Li. It seemed like his encounter with Han Li's short sword had truly angered Dr. Mo. Little brat, to think you could witness my ultimate technique, demonic silver hands. Your level of good fortune is normally accumulated over 3 lifetimes. Dr. Mo's ear-shattering roar still buzzed incessantly into Han Li's ear. Luckily for Han Li, Dr. Mo did not infuse the technique from earlier with his qi. Dr. Mo disliked using this method to achieve victory, causing Han Li to be slightly less worried. However, after hearing Dr. Mo boast about his ultimate technique, the demonic silver hands, Han Li could not help but stare at the hands of his opponent. After he looked, Han Li's face froze as he went slack-jawed, dumbstruck by what he was seeing. Dr. Mo's hands, originally as thin as tree branches, were swollen to more than twice their original size. What was even more terrifying was that his yellow and pallid skin had actually undergone a physical change and took on a silvery hue. Under the bright rays of the sun, it reflected a cold golden light, appearing to be indestructible and completely constructed from silver. This is Dr. Mo's true strength? After looking at Dr. Mo's hands, Han Li's heart sank even further. He clutched his short sword's hilt with a single hand while rivulets of sweat involuntarily appeared on his palms, causing his grip to be wet and slippery. His combat experience was severely limited, so a single new skill displayed by his opponent was sufficient enough to cause Han Li to worry, turning the atmosphere heavy. On the surface, however, Han Li appeared unaffected. With a calm countenance that did not reveal the slightest bit of worry, he seemed to look down upon the ultimate technique Dr. Mo was displaying. Dr. Mo was ultimately unsatisfied. He began to see Han Li in a whole new light, but he still felt that displaying his supreme technique in front of a young teenager was truly overestimating his opponent, akin to using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. As such, he initially expected Han Li to be frightened and beg him for mercy. Only then could Dr. Mo soothe his pride. Do you know that I extremely hate the expression on your face? A brat who is still stinking of his mother's milk can act so bold, as if he has everything under his control, Dr. Mo coldly stated, making no attempt to mask his disdain and hatred towards Han Li. Oh, is that so? Letting old Mo feel disgusted is my honor. I think that in the future, I should further nurture my talent in this area. Han Li sarcastically replied, hoping that his sarcasm would cause his opponent to slip up and give him an opportunity. However, Han Li's obvious intentions were seen through. Dr. Mo stopped speaking and slammed his palms together, causing a pang sound to ring out, similar to the sound of grinding metal. His intent was to cause fear in the heart of his opponent. Dr. Mo's figure shook as he leapt in the air and maneuvered his inflated silver palms. Like a raging wind and as robust as Mount Tai, he rushed towards Han Li. Dr. Mo did not intend to waste any more time to capture Han Li. He would unleash his ultimate technique through a single strike. With a heavy expression, Han Li focused his full attention on Dr. Mo's attacking stance. After Dr. Mo had leapt into the air, Han Li raised his hands and aimed at the weak point of any individual, his neck. Dr. Mo slightly gawked when he saw how audacious Han Li was. Han Li actually intended to face his hard technique head-on. Dr. Mo couldn't help but feel joy in his heart as he laughed manically. Go to hell. He directed a silvery hand to catch Han Li's short sword and aimed his other hand at Han Li's shoulder blade. Both hands smashed through the air with frightening speed. However, although the palm strike towards Han Li's shoulder blade looked tyrannical and terrifying, Dr. Mo only used half of his strength in that strike, which totally contrasted with his shout earlier. He was worried that he would critically injure Han Li and ultimately be unable to use him in his plans. Han Li naturally did not know of the truth of this matter, and as such, he treated the attack very seriously. There was no way he would use his own body to test the toughness of his opponent's silvery hands. Instead, he lightly shook his wrist, causing the short sword to slash horizontally instead of drawing circles in the air. He intended to use this move to protect the upper half of his body. Dr. Mo snorted, but the trajectory of his hands remained unchanged, still relentlessly pursuing the short sword without the intent to evade. Dang! A crisp sound rang out as Han Li's short sword slashed into the silvery palm, causing a few sparks to fly. However, the short sword did not manage to leave even a scratch on Dr. Mo's palm. Dr. Mo made use of this opportunity. Flipping his palm, he extended a finger and flicked it against Han Li's short sword without giving Han Li the chance to retract his weapon. As Han Li felt an explosive tremor, part of his short sword's blade broke and flew far away, burying itself in the wall. The other silvery hand formed a claw that arched towards Han Li's shoulder blade, hoping to seal Han Li's movements and catch him alive. Although situation was rapidly taking a turn for the worst, Han Li showed no signs of panic. He slightly shifted his shoulders and sprinted forward, his body transforming into a column of smoke in front of Dr. Mo's eyes. Seeing such a vanishing body movement technique, Dr. Mo felt shock in his heart. However, he continued his attack, positioning both his hands in front of him like a screen to contain and block the smoke. He had no intention of letting Han Li escape. The smoke was truly abnormal. It hesitated for a moment before darting slightly in all four directions as if it were contemplating which direction to escape to. It moved in a strange angle and evaded the screen. In the blink of an eye, the smoke sped towards the leftmost corner of Dr. Mo's residence before stopping and transforming back into Han Li. The last sentence is an idiom, the blessing of 3 lifetimes.